one of the more interesting lawsuits that have been filed against Diddy in the Diddyverse. And this isn't one that comes out of Texas. It's a lawsuit that comes out of California. It's filed by a woman by the name of Brianna Bongolan. Apologize if I butchered her name. She is a former or current fashion designer who worked under the bad boy envelope and designed things for Mr. Combs. Why her lawsuit is interesting is it talks about in 2016 that Mr. Combs, long and short, got enraged, came over to Cassie Ventura's apartment, got pissed off, dangled her over the window, outside of the window of her apartment like a child, aka vanilla, ding, 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 ice style. If you know the reference, you know the reference. Dangled her outside of the window. And then when you read the lawsuit, when Miss Bongolan began to physically struggle, Mr. Combs shifted his hands from her breast to her armpit area and lifted Miss Bongolan up on the banister of the 17th floor while repeatedly yelling, "Do you know what the fuck you did? Do you know what the fuck you did?" And then you have to cue your Morgan Freeman voice because the next line is, Miss Bongolan did not then and does not now know what Mr. Combs believes she did. What's interesting is it even talks about the fact that she is a small human being. She is 4'11" tall and weighs under 100 pounds. So this is alleged to happen in 2016. If you compare that language with the language of the lawsuit from Cassie, now she talks about a different date and a different location, but in her lawsuit she says around 2015, in the middle of a surprise birthday party for Ventura, Combs insisted that Ventura leave the party and go to her hotel for a freak-off. After this freak-off, Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura went back to the hotel room, not Ventura's apartment, that Miss Ventura was staying in, where some of Ventura's friends were already hanging out. Combs was physically intoxicated and at one point in the night picked up one of Miss Ventura's friends like a child and dangled her over the balcony of the 17th floor suite. So you got two potential, now, sort of like names have been changed to protect the innocent, but either one of the lawsuits has the location and the year wrong, or Diddy just has a history of dangling motherfuckers over windows. Suge Knight, Vanilla Ice style. Either way, don't forget, and why I think a couple of things are important about this. One, the Cassie lawsuit has already been admitted to. So the conduct in that lawsuit is admitted to. And so when you look at the Brianna Bongolan information, she can say, look, you already admitted to this. So even though the lawyers are coming out and saying, man, she's lying, she's looking for a paycheck, she's doing all this stuff, you've actually already admitted to this information. That's one. Two, at some point, and it's not going to happen anytime soon, when you file a lawsuit, you have a right to get a deposition, a sworn statement. And you can ask the questions of Mr. Combs. You paid that other lawsuit where you admitted to dangling somebody over a damn window. So either it was Brianna Bongolan or you were dangling somebody else over a window. Which one is it? Who the hell were you dangling over that window? Maybe we got the dates wrong, but you dangled somebody over the damn window. They request $10 million. I've gotten a lot of things like, oh my God, where did they come up with the $10 million? I don't know. That's just a number you put in. Because it's really difficult to make a determination of when someone tries to kill you, what it's worth. I don't know if it's worth $10 million, not $10 million. That's just a number they put on a lawsuit. A lot of times with lawsuits, we don't put numbers in there because you don't want it, one, to look like a cash grab, and two, you want the jury to make their own determination on what the number is. And then finally, if you look at all these lawsuits, what people need to understand is they don't just name Sean Combs. They name Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, Epic Records, Combs Entertainment. So you say, why do they name all of these people? It's going to be years before you'll be able to do anything against Combs. And again, there ain't no such thing as rape insurance. So I don't think he has insurance. But the way you go after these companies is it's like the dog bite. If you got a dog and that dog goes up and bites one person, you're like, oh my God, I didn't know that little Sparty bit people. I'm so sorry. Well, the first time you get that free bite. Now, if your dog is just going around the damn neighborhood and biting the shit out of everybody, that first person doesn't have a lawsuit. But everybody who your dog has bit that you have knowledge of can file a suit on you because you are on notice. By naming the companies what the allegation is, and one of the things, allegation, in the lawsuit is negligent supervision, retention, and failure to warn. So what they're saying is, all of you motherfuckers were complicit in the dirty shit that he did. You all know who he is, so you had a reasonable reason. You had an opportunity to stop his ass from beating everybody. And since you didn't, we may not be able to get the rape insurance, but we can get your ass. We can get these companies, we can get these businesses, we can get these airlines, we can get everybody who covered up the umbrella. So Diddy may not be the right shoulder taking it, but the other one, take that, take that, take that, take that. Everybody going to get taken to the bank if they were complicit in all of this cover-up.